You're MG?
Mama's Geeky, but this is Lorie.
Hi, Lorie. I'm Bob.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you're from Mama's Geeky. So is this a TikTok-y thing or YouTube? Excellent. We love the YouTube.
So, what are you most excited for fans to see in this movie?
The whole thing. It's a great movie. I've been working on it for so long. There's not one little thing that's important. It's the whole thing put together. It's everybody working together to make one big, huge project.
Amazing. And I want to know, what is your favorite episode of Big City Greens?
Bill Lever, where Bill kind of goes off the deep end and everybody thinks he's gone crazy and he's wearing a tinfoil hat and he's half naked up on top of the roof, and then he finally catches Cricket and gets him to confess. That's a great episode.
Yep.
Oh, the other one that I like is Green Christmas. Love Green Christmas.
Yep, that's a good one. Describe Big City Greens, the movie Spacecation, in 3 words.
Epic green adventure.
I'm Tony from LaughingPlace.com.
Nice.
It's going to be a good one just based off that.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, if you've read those really long essays.
What is your favorite thing about Bill?
About what?
Bill.
A few episodes of the series.
I like that Bill loves his family,
I feel like you've amped it
always
up.
is
A lot of
looking
people
out
would
for the best
assume
interests of his
this is just 3
kids,
episodes combined.
but he's
No,
also
this is a full movie.
worried about influences coming in from the outside and moving him in a different way. But he's just a good dad.
Like being able to tell
And how do you relate to Bill?
one story through
That I wish I could be the dad he was, or is.
and especially with like
If you weren't voicing Bill, who else would you want to voice?
That expanded
Oh
schedule,
my
too, gave you more time to
goodness.
work on, like the character animation.
Well, if I could ever do it and sound exactly like him, the ghost host in the Haunted Mansion, who was done by Paul Frees, great voice actor.
just juicing every single scene.
Would you ever want to go to space?
Do you see
I
more
would
movies
want to
in
go
the
to
future, or are
space,
you gonna
but
stick with,
I don't think they'd let me. I'm wanted in 27 countries. No, I'm not. I would love to go to space. I think it would be an amazing adventure. One of my
11 minutes, maybe have
biggest
90
things for me,
seconds on.
on July 16th, 1969, that was when Apollo 11 went to the moon. My 10th birthday.
Thank you so much, Anna. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Can this movie be a standalone, and why?
Yes, it could. I mean, it's good to know the extra things about the Green family and the people that inhabit Big City and Smallton. But you can watch the movie on its own without knowing much about the Greens and still come away from it knowing everything you need to know.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for interviewing me. It's wonderful. It's lovely to meet you. Good luck.
What is your favorite episode of Big City Greens, and why?
Oh my goodness. I'm going to say my favorite episode. It's probably the first episode I did, which is called Swimming Pool. Yeah, it's from season 1. Yeah, I just love it. I just think of good memories when I watch it.
That's a good one. What are you excited for the fans to see in this movie?
I am so excited for them to hear the music. I think the music is like so outstanding and so elevated, and I think it's my favorite part of the movie. So I'm really excited for them to hear the songs.
Would you ever want to go to space?
I think I'm perfectly happy here on Earth, but I love to look at it from afar. But I think I'm more of an Earthling for sure. Yeah.
Describe Big City Greens, the movie Spacecation, in only 3 words.
Okay. Big, hilarious, and magical, I would say. Yeah.
Amazing. Can this movie be a standalone, and why?
Oh, absolutely. I think we specifically made it so that anyone, whether they're like a fan of the series or if they're tuning in for the first time, can just dive in and enjoy it as a movie, as a standalone. I think it totally works on its own merit, and yeah, I'm really proud of it.
And then maybe the emoji that's like one eye's closed, the other one's open, and the tongue out. Yeah. And remember, kind of, if she could voice one of the characters.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one.
Oh, well, I do a voice in the movie. Yes, a little goo ball named Cookie. So if you watch the movie, look out for him. And yeah, I would say Cookie.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
You're so cute. Thank you so much.
Hello. So,
Yes.
what are you most excited for fans to see in this movie?
Oh, I'm excited for everybody to see all the great songs and all the great action sequences. I remember seeing the action sequences on paper before, just like written out before they were actually done. And to see that come to life is going to be so cool.
How do you relate to Grandma Alice?
Oh, in 100 million ways. Inside my heart, my inner child is an old lady.
So they told us, they're like,
Every way possible. Her grumpiness is me. Her happiness is me. Also, her grumpiness is me.
Listen, we don't mess around with superstition.
What is your favorite part about Alice?
I like that she doesn't fake anything. She is absolutely who she is, and she is absolutely fine with that.
What is your favorite episode of Big City Greens?
Oh gosh, I don't know. There are so many. There's so many that are super cool where they go into like a different realm. There was one virtual reality one. Those are always fun to see because you're out of the element that you're used to. Gosh, it's hard because I am like, what have we recorded that has been shown? Because sometimes, you haven't caught up to what we've recorded like a year ago. There was a really sweet one where we were all just enjoying the country, like moving out to the country, and that was just really beautiful and really sweet to do.
Wonderful.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is this?
Mama's Geeky.
What is that?
So it's my site and my channel, but
Hi.
every once in a while, if she loves something so much, I let her take over. And this is one of her absolute favorite shows.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's probably my all-time favorite show.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm so sorry. What's your name?
My name is Lorie.
Hi, Lorie. I'm Artemis. I guess I've told you twice. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice to hear.
Amazing.
Good. What's your favorite part of Big City Greens?
Oh, that's hard. I honestly don't know. That's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably just say the fact how it feels like in most episodes it's like you can tell that the Greens don't fit in the huge city setting, but they're just also fit in at the same time. It's like a very interesting thing where it's like they don't fit in, but they fit in.
Yeah. Well, when you look at it at the big city part, it looks like they're kind of outsiders. But when you meet character by character in the city, you're like, oh no, everybody's part of this weird jumble character soup. It's a good time.
Yeah.
3 years.
Do you think this movie can be a standalone, and why would you think that?
I do think it can be a standalone. Sure.
Congratulations.
I think because they go on the full journey together, you get to see their relationships. But it's a lot more fun to get the background and then get to see them take this adventure is I think a funner time for everybody. But it could totally be on
Wait a
its
little
own.
longer.
Thank you so much for your time.
So good to meet you, hon.
Hi, I'm Lorie with Mama's Geeky, and I absolutely love this show, so I'm super excited to see it turned into a big movie.
Oh my goodness, you just made my day. What was your name again?
Lorie,
Lorie, I'm Chris. It's a pleasure to meet you.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, that's fantastic. Also, Cricket is here. It's not just Chris, so pleasure to be here. Love being on the red carpet or the purple carpet, whatever you want to call it. Just happy to be here. Big movie star now. Cricket's a big movie star. I want everyone to know. Well, let's see. Have you met?
Hi, no, I haven't. That was Anna Cano who plays Gloria, and she just had to say hi, so I'm sorry. I'm Shane. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Lorie with mamasgeeky.com.
All right.
How excited are you to be here?
Successful stand-up.
100 out of 10.
Whoa!
That's a lot. We'll take it.
You're
We'll
going to
take
blow
it.
that meter. That meter is broken now. It'll never read accurately again.
Oh my gosh, you're so good at this. Do you have some questions for us?
Yes. So, Chris, you did Young Storytellers, and you may not remember, but I was a part of that at Stevenson.
Okay, you looked familiar, and I couldn't quite place it. Which play was yours?
I was The Legend of the Crystal Cave.
Yes. Okay, that was so fun. I hope I did you proud.
Oh, you were better than I could ever picture Mr. News being.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, this was so fun. I did Young Storytellers, which is a program where you and your fellow classmates write plays, and then actors like myself, we come in and we perform your plays live in front of the whole school. It was so fun.
I was so jealous that he got to do it. I was at a family reunion on my wife's side, which I love them and happy to be there, but I missed out on Young Storytellers.
Shane would have made a great addition to the cast. Yeah, if I could vouch for him, of course we'd have to talk to the director, of course, and see.
Of course, I'd be hoping for that part.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, speaking of Young Storytellers, can you talk about what inspired you to be part of it and help inspire other young minds?
Yes, well, the inspiration for me to join is standing right over there, Marieve Herington.
The voice of Tilly.
She's the voice of Tilly, and she had done Young Storytellers before, and she told me about it, and I said, that sounds so fun, sign me up.
That's so wonderful. So, for both of you,
Oh yeah, for real.
what inspired you to create Big City Greens?
Oh man. So Big City Greens is based on our lives loosely. Inspired by our lives. So we grew up in the country. So it was like farmlands, dirt roads, cornfields, lots of farm animals around. And then we moved to Los Angeles, and you're from Los Angeles, right?
Where are you from?
Yeah, maybe not.
Upstate New York, and then we moved here. So
Okay.
Well, okay, so
Very
you see,
similar.
it's
You
different.
understand.
So
Yeah.
there's a bit of some differences between the country and the city, and so we just thought that was such an interesting dynamic to go for us. And so we took characters that were based on people that we knew growing up. Cricket is Chris when he was around
was a
10
little
or
kid,
so.
yep.
And yeah.
Grandma Alice was based off of our Grandma Alice. And so they say write what you know, and we took that to heart. We really wrote what we know, what we knew, and we grabbed inspiration from people we knew and experiences we had. A lot of the episodes are based off of things that really happened to us as kids. Yeah.
That's so amazing. So, for both of you, what character would you want to voice? And for Chris, it would be someone besides Cricket.
Yeah, okay. Someone in the show that we would like to voice.
That's a good question. Do I have to be good at it?
It would just have to be someone that you would want to be.
You would be
just
magically...
you would become that person, right?
Well, like voice that person.
Okay.
So like,
I'm gonna say
Like you would be good at it.
Yeah, okay.
You're blessed with the magic
talent
of... Yeah.
Okay, I would say I would like to be Vasquez.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, okay. So I feel like
Why do you?
Vasquez is such a funny character, and part of the reason is because Danny Trejo, who voices Vasquez, is so good and funny. So I don't want to put Danny out of any work, but if I had to pick a character, it's such a funny role. He's so tough and loud, but then so emotional, and he gets his heart broken all the time. And I just think it's so funny to see somebody so big and strong break down in tears so much. That's a fun one.
Danny once famously ripped off his shirt in a recording session.
Yeah.
It was too hot in the room, and before we could adjust the AC, he said, "Don't worry about it," and he tore his shirt off, and he recorded the rest of the episode.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. Okay.
He's hilarious. Yeah,
If I'm not Vasquez, I think actually I would pick Tilly Green. I think there's something about Cricket that Cricket acts in the way that maybe we all secretly wish we could act. You know, he's kind of a naughty kid, but kind of fun. Tilly is the kid we all wish we were, right? She's such a good role model. She's so wise beyond her years, but she's also pretty weird, and I love that about her.
wonderful. What would be your favorite episode of Big City Greens?
Oh, wow. My favorite episode. Does the movie count?
It would have to be an episode.
Okay, all right. I like
Disqualified.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say my favorite episode is Green Christmas from season 2. which is our Christmas special. It's a musical, just like the movie, and just like the movie, also, maybe I'm just liking the movie today. We're at the premiere. There's songs, there's a lot of heart, it's really funny. Chris sings so many great songs in it.
Thank you so much.
And that one just holds a special place in my heart. I just really like Christmas specials. There's something about that time of year that just like feels right and very magical and fun, so a lot of good memories with that one. What about you? Favorite episode?
I have many favorite episodes, but an episode I'm really looking forward to, maybe this is cheating, but it's not out yet.
Okay.
But we have a 100th half-hour special coming out in the near future, and it is excellent. It's so fun, it's so big and crazy, and I can't wait for people to see it.
That is so amazing. So, Chris, how do you relate to cricket?
How do I relate to cricket? Well, I like that cricket says all the things that I wish I could say. I think if we all acted like cricket in real life, we'd all get into a bunch of trouble. But it's really fun to be able to pretend to be cricket and get away with all these scampy things he does, and everyone just thinks it's fun. You know, again, when I was acting like cricket when I was a little kid, I just ended up in the principal's office a lot. You know, that's not as fun.
No. That's great.
So, what are you with?
You wrote them all.
I know, I'm just...
That's okay.
These are good ones.
Yeah.
You're like
Oh.
looking for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this movie can be a standalone, and why would you think that?
Yes.
Yeah, this movie is definitely a standalone, and we made it that way because we wanted new people to, if they hear about it and they hear about what's this Big City Greens, we want them to jump in at any point. So if the movie is the first time somebody's seen anything Big City Greens, that's okay. We reintroduce the characters, we reintroduce everything that you've seen before in the series has an introduction in the movie. But for the people who have seen the series, there's little Easter eggs and fun things that they may recognize from the series, but you don't have to know about it. I don't know, I don't feel like you have to go to a movie and like having done a bunch of homework to figure out what the movie's about. You know, it should just all be contained in there. So that's what we were trying to do with this movie.
She's the voice of Tilly Green.
So, I asked about voicing a character, but which character would you want to actually be?
Yeah, we need
Well, it would be very fun, in a way, to be Gwendolyn Zapp.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's kind of like
loving those right now.
this
So
eccentric, technology-oriented Willy Wonka type. She's absolutely insane, as we all know.
That's the one check in the like negative. It's like you get basically anything you could imagine.
Right.
You would have at your fingertips, but the trade-off is you're insane.
But I also don't think she's aware that she's crazy, and I
No.
think that's a blessing.
She's
in
very
disguise.
happy. Yeah. That's-
Who would be the character
be-
if you could be a Big City Greens
Yeah,
character?
if I
who would
could
it
be, gosh, I'd be Gramma. Grandma's got so much energy. She doesn't have any cares. She's got a sword, and she kicks butt. So I feel like that I could use some of that in my life.
Thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you. This was wonderful. Excellent questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Lorie with Mama's Geeky,
All right, nice to meet you.
and I absolutely love Big City Greens. I'm really excited to see it as a movie.
I'm so excited that you're going to get to see it soon.
So, you did Young Storytellers, and I would want to
That's
know...
where we know each other from. Okay, because I was like, wait, I was trying to place you. Okay, great, amazing. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yes, of course. So, what inspired you to do Young Storytellers?
I really believe in the importance and the power of the arts for young people, because that's how I got into this business. Was I started doing theater and got interested in entertainment and all things storytelling as a kid, and I think all kids need that opportunity. And so what a cool program to see your writing brought to life. So to me it was a no-brainer.
Do you think this movie could be a standalone, and why?
A standalone. Ooh, can you clarify that term? I'm not familiar with
Like, do people have to watch the show, or do you think they can
No,
enjoy it?
I think you absolutely can enjoy it all on its own. And then maybe it'll pique some people to be like, hey, hold on a second, this was fun. What's the series about? I think so, yeah. Does it add a certain level of like depth and certain jokes hit harder if you know the show, of course. But I think it doesn't preclude you from enjoying it if you don't know it. Yeah.
So, what are you most excited for the fans to see in this movie?
The visual, just the graphics of it. This is not just one long episode of Big City Greens. This is a really special cinematic experience, and I'm also excited for everybody to hear the amazing music, the musical score. It takes everything really up a notch.
How do you relate to Tilly?
You know, Tilly is an oddball and in some ways like a little bit of an outsider, and I think I felt that way my whole life. And but the thing that I take from Tilly that like I wish I had as a kid was like Tilly's like the outsider a little bit, and she's totally cool with it. She's fine. She's not like trying to fit in, and I think I wasted a lot of time trying to do that, you know. And it's like, be your own person, do your own thing, be unapologetically you, and get on with your life, you know? And I think that's probably my favorite thing about her.
So, what would be your favorite Big City Greens episode?
Oh man, this is so hard. I think currently the current front runner might be, I love Cousin Jilly, I really do. In terms of recent episodes, I think that's my current fave. I love Guiding Gregory though. Like I'm not even that in it that much, but the song is so good.
Meredith.
This is like so impressive. Talk about just like a multi-hyphenate. Wow. Okay.
Would you want to go to outer space, or are you fine just staying here?
I think I'm fine being here. I think I'm too afraid of technical mishaps. Not to get real dark there, but yeah. I think I'm happy. I'm an Earth dweller. Yeah. No zero gravity would be cool.
A lot of these kind of movies.
Can you describe Big City Greens, the movie Spacecation, in only 3 words?
And it's a musical too. Yeah, which is really tapping into the musical theater background.
Musical in space.
I've talked to them at length, and they've never told me.
Thank you so much for your time, Tilly.
Writing challenge too. Wow. 3 words. You gotta, listen, they say brevity is the soul of wit. So I appreciate it.
For fans to see in this movie?
It's a musical, and I can't wait for the fans to see this adventure and a lot of heart.
Why do you think this movie could be a standalone?
The movie is a great story. It's basically a father-son family road trip, but if you've never seen Big City Greens, you'll enjoy the film, and if you do watch the movie and you haven't been watching the series, hopefully it'll get you hooked on the series.
If you could voice any character in the series, who would you voice?
Oh, I'd want to be Tilly. I think she's so much fun. But she's a better voice than me.
So, similar to the last question, which character would you actually want to be?
I think Cricket has the most fun, don't you? He's a little naughty, we love that.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
The 3 words, right?
Oh yeah. How would you describe Big City Greens, the movie Spacecation, in only 3 words?
Adventurous, heartwarming, and emotional.
Would you want to go to space?
Absolutely. If I could, stomach it, not throw up in my spacesuit.
Hi, so I absolutely love this show. I'm Lorie with mamasgeeky.com.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I mean, it's such an amazing show, but I would love to know, what are you most excited for the fans to see in this movie?
What I'm excited to see is how much they laugh, how much they enjoy it, and how much they come together as a family when watching it. And I'm excited to see it myself because I haven't seen it, and I do so many different episodes at the same time. I don't always know what happens in each episode, so it'll be good to know what happens. So I'm watching this fresh, just like you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, and happy Pride Month.
Hey, thank you. Happy Pride to you, too.
Oh, wow. How are you?
Amazing. How are you?
I'm great. What's your name?
My name is Lorie.
Lorie, hi. I'm Andy. What's happening?
Well, I have a few questions for you, if you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm totally ready.
So what's your favorite part about playing Officer Keyes?
Well, Officer Keyes is always so positive and happy, and every time I go in and record the dialogue, I try to sound as positive and happy as I can, and then they usually say, even more. More enthusiastic and excited and happy. And so that's just a fun challenge every time.
And one more question. Would you ever want to go to space?
I would say that I would not really want to go to space. I think I'm actually quite satisfied with Earth. I'm very comfortable here on Earth. Going to space seems uncomfortable.
Well,
Number one.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. It's good to meet you, Lorie.
I tried to stay present.
I'm Lorie with mamasgeeky.com, and I have one question for you.
Okay, what's the question?
What are you most excited for fans to see in this movie?
Remy has a great bit in the middle of the movie, and I'm really excited for people to see it. I don't want to spoil it, but just know he says this really funny thing, and it's like, the real hero was the beat, Cricket. It was the beat. You all will understand after you watch the movie.
Well, thank you so much, and this is one of my favorite shows. I'm really excited that's gonna be a movie now.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm excited for you to watch the movie, and I'm excited for you to celebrate with us.
Don't tell anyone else, but Remy's my favorite.
I will keep your secret safe with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.